Welcome to the Gold Report. One set of facts, true today, true tomorrow. We're so glad you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm very excited to present a special guest today, attorney Heather Gibson. This is really going to be a fun show. Hang on. Attorney Heather Gibson is dedicated to fighting on behalf of those who might otherwise not have a voice. She vigorously advocates for the rights for clients against the seemingly insurmountable forces of insurance companies, utility providers, large-scale businesses, and also the government with a proven track record of success. Heather attended the University of California at Davis. She was pre-med, but she ended up fainting at the sight of blood, so she switched her major to law. Heather is also a serious runner who qualified for the National Outdoor Track and Field Championships. She competed in Olympic trials in 2008, but did not make the Olympic team to Beijing. Eventually, Heather opened up her own law firm. And in the past few years, her firm has represented the San Francisco firefighters who were terminated from their positions for refusing the COVID-19 vaccinations, and many others who stood to lose their jobs. She has represented countless others affected by the COVID-19 mandates and associated civil rights abuses. Please visit thegoldreport.com for more information on Heather. And the reason we've invited Heather onto the show today is because she actually represented me and America's Frontline Doctors in a current lawsuit against the California Medical Board. So let's invite her on and we'll have a discussion about that. So I am so excited to be sitting here today with attorney Heather Gibson, and we are just going to have a great conversation about the trial that we just concluded. So as part of my work for America's Frontline Doctors, I give public speeches. Everybody knows that about me. And in January of 2021, one of the public speeches I did was at the U.S. Capitol, which, as you may have heard, a little birdie may have let you know, became quite unexpected day. And the fallout from that day has had reverberations really in all aspects of my life. And in one area that it has affected me was also in the area of my professional license status as a physician and as a lawyer. So one of the things I had to do was, fight this kind of government encroachment into that area. And that's how I came to work with attorney Heather Gibson against the California Medical Board. So first of all, welcome, Heather. Welcome to the show, The Gold Report.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And I already told the audience really that you've done a fair amount of freedom fighting for for clients who really find themselves up against, a big insurance company or a big government sorts of situation. I know that you had defended San Francisco firefighters. I would love you to just explain a little bit to the audience, either about that case or why you started getting into this line of work, because it's been a crazy ride the last 3.5 years.
Yeah, I started with this line of work, I would say probably back in 2012 was the first time I kind of came across this sort of thing. I was working as more or less general counsel for about 6 ambulatory surgical centers. And what we were finding was that the insurance companies were, we think, talking to each other and doing their best to try to make sure that our clients would end up with as little as possible. They wanted to just cut down the rates for everything. They wanted to make life difficult for physicians. And so it really seemed like that's what they were doing. And so we went to work trying to fight these insurance companies and trying to get them to pay, the UCR, usual, reasonable, and customary amounts for different rates. And as I started doing that, I realized that when the big insurance companies got upset, the government would usually get involved. So one way or another, it might be subpoenas from the FBI. It could be an investigation gets opened into the centers that are complaining, whatever it is. But that's kind of when a light went off for me. And I just thought, well, this isn't right. These insurance companies may be giving millions of dollars in donations to different political interests. But that doesn't mean that they should get special treatment. And any time that somebody crosses them, they shouldn't get to have the benefit of the FBI jumping in and threatening criminal prosecution. I just thought that was really, really wrong. And I wanted to do something about it.
To watch today's full episode, visit thegoldreport.com.